Hello, everyone. Eh, My name is Will, and I'm 39 years old. You know, they say age is just a number. But in my case, it's more like a menu item, sometimes a bit too spicy for my taste. I work as a waiter in a bustling restaurant in Italy, where the food is as rich as the accents of my customers. Now, you might wonder why I chose this job. Well, it's simple. I love food, I love people, and I've mastered the art of balancing 5 plates while pretending I'm in a high stakes game of Jenga. Every day is an adventure. One moment, I'm serving a romantic couple their candlelit dinner, and the next, I'm dodging a flying fork from a kid who thinks the spaghetti is a slingshot. So, grab a seat, and let me take you through a day in my life. Trust me, it's a mix of laughter, chaos, and just the right amount of olive oil. Because what's Italian food without a little drizzle, right? Ah, the sweet sound of my alarm clock, it's like a symphony of snooze buttons and grumbling stomachs. But as they say, the early bird catches the worm. And in my case, the early waiter catches the best parking spot at the restaurant. I drag myself out of bed, already dreaming of the perfect cappuccino that awaits me at the local cafe. After a quick shower and a battle with my uniform, who knew a simple white shirt and black pants could be so high maintenance, I'm out the door and ready to face the day. As I walk to work, I can already smell the fresh bread and the aroma of espresso wafting through the streets. Ah, the sweet scent of a new day in Italy. I arrive at the restaurant, ready to greet my fellow waiters and waitresses. We exchange our morning pleasantries, which usually consist of, "Did you get any sleep last night?" And "I think I'm allergic to this apron." But despite the early hour and the occasional yawn, we're all excited to start another day of serving up delicious food and making memories with our customers. As I step into the kitchen, I can't help but feel a sense of anticipation. I quickly scan the menu, mentally preparing myself for the day's specials and any potential food allergies I need to keep in mind. After all, there's nothing worse than accidentally serving a gluten-free customer a plate of spaghetti alla carbonara. With my mind focused and my stomach grumbling, I head to the break room for a quick breakfast. A strong espresso and a fresh cornetto. That's an Italian croissant for you non-Italians. Are just what I need to get my day started on the right foot. As I savor the flaky pastry and the rich, velvety coffee, I can't help but feel grateful for the opportunity to work in such a vibrant and delicious environment. It's showtime. As the clock strikes 11, the restaurant springs to life, and I'm ready to take on the world, or at least a few hungry customers. I straighten my apron, put on my best smile, and head out to the dining room, ready to greet the first wave of hungry guests. Buongiorno, I call out, welcoming each customer with a warm smile and a touch of Italian charm. I guide them to their tables, offering recommendations and answering any questions they might have about the menu. It's like a dance. Really, I glide between tables, refilling water glasses and handing out menus, all while trying to remember who ordered the vegan lasagna and who wanted their steak well done, a crime against Italian cuisine, if you ask me. The lunch rush is in full swing, and the kitchen is pumping out dishes like a well-oiled machine. I dart between tables, juggling orders and keeping my cool even when a customer asks for a side of pineapple on their pizza. I know, it's a travesty. But hey, the customer is always right, even if they have questionable taste in toppings. As I weave through the crowded dining room, I can't help but overhear some interesting conversations. There's the group of American tourists debating the merits of pineapple on pizza. Spoiler alert, they're all wrong. And the Italian couple in the corner whispering sweet nothings to each other in a language that even Google Translate can't decipher. But my favorite part of the lunch rush is the moment when a customer takes their first bite of a dish and their eyes light up with pure joy. It's like I've just performed a culinary magic trick, and the applause comes in the form of a satisfied sigh and a clean plate. Those are the moments that make all the running around and the occasional spilled drink worth it. After the lunch rush, the restaurant settles into a quieter rhythm, and I finally get a chance to catch my breath. I take a moment to lean against the counter in the break room, sipping on a much-needed espresso while chatting with my fellow waitstaff. It's amazing how a little caffeine can turn a weary waiter into a superhero, at least for a few minutes. We share stories about the day so far. Maria, my colleague, recounts her encounter with a couple who insisted on ordering everything in Italian, even though their accents sounded like they were trying to summon a pizza demon. We all laugh, and I can't help but think about how each day brings its share of quirky customers. With the afternoon lull in full swing, it's time to prepare for the dinner crowd. I start setting up the tables, folding napkins into fancy shapes that would make my grandmother proud. I even try my hand at a swan, though it looks more like a confused duck. But hey, it's the thought that counts. As I finish up, a family walks in, and I greet them with my best Italian charm. They seem a bit overwhelmed by the menu, so I step in to help. If you're looking for something truly Italian, you can't go wrong with our homemade ravioli, I suggest. Their eyes light up as I describe the dish, and I can already tell they'll be back for seconds. Just as I'm getting into the groove of things, I spot a familiar face, an elderly gentleman named Signor Rossi, who comes in every week. He's a regular, and I've learned that he has a soft spot for our tiramisu. I approach his table with a smile. Buonasera, Signor Rossi. The usual today? He nods enthusiastically, and I can't help but chuckle. I'll make sure the kitchen knows you're in the mood for dessert first. He laughs, and I feel a warm sense of connection. Moments like these remind me why I love my job. It's not just about serving food. It's about building relationships and creating a welcoming atmosphere. As the clock ticks closer to dinner time, I can feel the energy in the restaurant shifting. The kitchen is buzzing, and I'm ready to dive back into the action. I take a deep breath, adjust my apron, and prepare for the evening shift. Little do I know, the real adventure is just about to begin. As the sun begins to set, the restaurant transforms into a lively hub of chatter and laughter. The dinner crowd is arriving, and the atmosphere is electric. I can feel the adrenaline pumping through my veins as I prepare for the evening rush. The kitchen is a whirlwind of activity, with chefs shouting orders and the smell of garlic and herbs filling the air. It's like a culinary concert, and I'm ready to be the conductor. I greet the first wave of diners with my signature smile. Welcome. Can I interest you in our special tonight? It's a mouth-watering ossobuco that will make you sing like an opera star. They chuckle. And I can tell I've set the right tone for their dining experience. The restaurant is packed, and I'm darting between tables like a caffeinated gazelle. I take orders, serve drinks, and occasionally play referee between couples debating whether to share a dessert. Pro tip: always say yes to dessert. One table is particularly lively, with a group celebrating a birthday. I join in on the fun, leading the chorus of Happy Birthday with all the enthusiasm of a Broadway star, though I'd probably win a Most Off-Key Singer award. Just when I think I've got everything under control, a minor crisis strikes. A customer at table 5 waves me over, looking a bit frantic. "Excuse me, but my steak is medium rare, not medium well," he exclaims, looking as if he's just discovered the meaning of life. I take a deep breath, channel my inner diplomat, and respond, "Let me take care of that for you right away." I rush back to the kitchen, where the chefs are in full swing. "One steak emergency," I shout, and they spring into action like superheroes in aprons. Within minutes, I'm back at the table with a perfectly cooked steak, and the customer's frown turns into a smile. "Now that's more like it," he says, and I feel a wave of relief wash over me. As the evening winds down, I take a moment to soak it all in. The restaurant is buzzing with happy chatter, and the clinking of glasses creates a symphony of celebration. I look around and see couples laughing, families enjoying their meals, and friends sharing stories over a bottle of wine. It's moments like these that make all the craziness worth it. Finally, as the last customers finish their meals and the lights begin to dim, I start to clean up. I wipe down tables, stack chairs, and reflect on the day. Yes, there were challenges, but there were also countless smiles and happy faces. I feel a sense of accomplishment as I look around the now empty restaurant. knowing that I played a part in creating a memorable dining experience for everyone. As I clock out for the night, I can't help but smile. Tomorrow will bring new adventures, new customers, and hopefully a few more flying breadsticks. But for now, it's time to head home, kick off my shoes, and dream of pasta and tiramisu. As the evening comes to a close, I take a moment to reflect on the whirlwind of a day I've just experienced. The restaurant is now filled with the soft glow of candlelight, and the last few guests are savoring their desserts, their laughter echoing through the dining room. The clock strikes 10 p.m., and I begin to tidy up the tables, collecting empty plates and glasses. It's a bittersweet moment. I love the hustle and bustle of the dinner rush, but there's something satisfying about winding down after a long shift. I chat with the remaining guests, thanking them for coming, and inviting them to return soon. One couple insists on taking a selfie with me, claiming I made their anniversary dinner unforgettable.